coming through. He used to team up with people like Captain 57. He runs a mean Jarvan top lane. Watch out for that one if he picks it up. But Pawn, I actually don't know what to tell you to expect from Pawn. He is
he's
very...
Pawn.
I'm going to say inconsistent, but in the best way possible. Because I don't even think Pawn knows how he wants to play the game. Sometimes he just farms, other time he wants to kill you.
We'll definitely keep an eye on how Pawn plays this game out. We're already in the pick and ban phase for game number 2 of RNG versus EDG. There's the Kalista ban immediately from Edward Gaming. They're not taking any chances with this one. Maokai taken away from Amazing J.
And this is just something really cool about League of Legends. Like, you see some teams ban Sivir because they'll first pick it, they'll ban it, they think Sivir's incredibly strong. Edward Gaming obviously knows something about Kalista that no other team in the world knows, because they will pick it first every game that it is available and ban it every single time on the red side if the AD carry can play a semblance of a Kalista coming through.
Last ban is going to be Fizz, taken away from Amazing J. You talked about his carry potential. I'm sure he's got a few more hidden up his sleeve.
Yeah, Hecarim can come through. Let Me plays that quite well as well up in the top lane. Wouldn't be surprised to see that as a priority pick right now. And it's actually maybe going to be the Rek'Sai picked away.
First pick is Rek'Sai for MLXG.
Yeah, so that means that Clearlove, he can default back to Sejuani. We saw him run it in the last game. He's pretty aggressive in the early game, so won't really affect him too much the way he plays it. And as I said, Amazing J would not be surprised at all if he picked up the Hecarim.
Yeah, instant hover out of Amazing J. Clearlove knows what Deft wants as well, locking in that Sivir too. And there's going to be the Hecarim locked in. Yeah,
so Sivir really good at speeding up the Hecarim, getting him in, gives him some bonus stats through the AD as well because of the passive. Also just allows him to get onto the backline without having to use the E. So what it means is if you're starting near your Sivir, you can run on the backline, use your E to shove people back into you instead of using it really early where you can potentially get flayed out of it. Another thing to note is the fact that Amazing J is hovering Ignite right now, not Smite, and he just changed.
He just swapped it over. He's probably going to switch it a few more times.
I've got my eye on him now. That was not nice. As Whoosh goes straight back to the vein.
You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And it wasn't broke last game.
Yeah.
He was able to do well. I mean, he didn't exactly go off 3-0 like our earlier matches today, but he was able to farm, drag the game out to the late game. RNG were content to wait it out. No surprise to see that. On the other hand, Mako getting that Annie. Yeah,
so his most played champion coming through there. Annie being picked up for Mako and Pawn going for a LeBlanc. This is much more pick-oriented coming out of EDG right now. Their comp peaks much earlier and, you know, expect them to try and get the lanes rolling early with the composition they've put together.
Yeah, RNG thinking they might have picked themselves into a corner saying, all right, we did this strategy against EDG. We were able to take it to 50 minutes, knife's edge, very close game. We'll try that again. But EDG says, no, we're not going to give you that chance. We've got a go-button team. You better be prepared.
But they are putting together a little bit of a protect the Whoosh comp with a Nara in the top lane to shut down Amazing J. So, you know, I actually don't mind the composition coming through for RNG. Lulu deals handily with LeBlanc in lane, can just polymorph her as soon as she dives in, get a lot of return damage. Also has a really big shield to help your AD carry out late game when he's trying to be assassinated. So RNG have hit back in a very impressive way, and we might get to see Clearlove's Nunu, which will just boost his KDA even more. He is a really impressive Nunu because of jungle pathing. So when you watch Clearlove this game, just watch exactly how he runs around the map, because I'm expecting him to max consume. That's generally what he does. He runs around in very creative ways. He's able to counter jungle really well, but he also farms at a fair click on Nunu. Goes Sightstone first like a lot of Nunu players go. And he's going to become a very tanky machine because what he likes to do is get level 3, level 4. And when you consume a big buff and you get all that extra health, you just turret dive so well. And that is what EDG's memo is. Just turret dive incredibly well. Mako, Clearlove, Annie, as well as Nunu are going to look to get aggressive early.
Yeah, we can definitely keep an eye on how EDG want to play this out, as they've got a completely different team composition coming into this one. And RNG with the last-second adaptation for the Lulunar to peel for Whoosh on that Vayne. They're placing a lot of their chips into that Whoosh basket, and it seemed to pay off rather well in game number 1. We'll definitely keep an eye on game number 2. There's Pawn. You can see him
reaching out to you.
Yeah. He just wants to show you how awesome he is on LeBlanc. He's like, this is the hand that I'm going to beat you with.
The right one?
Yeah, with his mouse. He clicks on QW, E, and R.
Does he really?
I have no idea.
I would have had much more respect for him if he did.
Exactly. Yeah, he actually keeps his left hand on the arrow keys on the keyboard. He doesn't move his mouse to the edge of the screen.
I do not believe it anymore. Please stop toying with me.
You know that the old StarCraft II Bourgeois boxer actually used to do that.
Really?
Yeah, he used to keep his left hand on the arrow keys, and then he would move that onto the keyboard. He was one of the only professional StarCraft players who used the arrow keys.
That's crazy. How did he move?
He would go back and forth.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So he didn't keep it there.
He didn't
I was
keep
like,
it there
what?
all
He
the time.
didn't
Yeah,
micro
like he had
any
his
of
thumb,
his
like, on the
troops.
arrow
Like,
keys.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Now I believe you a little bit more. I was like, what the heck?
So it is possible.
Yeah, it is. All right.
Boxer was able to do it.
People play with trackball mice as well.
Oh my gosh, yes. I can't imagine doing that.
I've never used one in my life. I don't even know what it's like.
I feel like that would be uncomfortable.
I had to
Wouldn't
have it explained to me. Who was it in the EULCS that used to do it?
Oh, I have no idea. Oh, it was somebody big. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and get into game. All right, and we have now loaded back onto the Rift. It's RNG versus EDG for game number 2. And we do have a very aggressive play out of EDG right away.
It was Creaton. Anyway, so yeah, deep wards start coming through from EDG, making sure that they can spot out if there is going to be a lane swap. See Mako running around with that stun fully charged up. But doesn't look like much is going to come of it. Instead, they will be heading into an early lane swap.
Yeah, a lot of respect for RNG for the EDG level 1. There's Hecarim, Nunu, the chain from LeBlanc, and the AoE stun from Annie. Not a chance RNG are going to be caught in a wonky situation, especially after the cheesy play in game number 1. Gosh, that feels like ages ago.
Yeah, with Bard, that was fantastic, wasn't it?
Let me not window shopping here. He sees Deft and Mako coming in for a very aggressive push here. They're actually starting the blue buff as Mako zones them away. Clear Love with the invade. They're going to steal this.
Yeah, that was really cute play coming through as a very late invade. They're going to be able to take that one away. That will just mean a 2-buff start for both people, but Mako, he's not done. He's in mid lane on Xiaohu.
Bit of a tricky situation. The flash is burned. Xiaohu Ignite ticks. Pawn gets first blood.
Yeah, so all of a sudden, you don't have to worry about one jungler in the lane swap. Mako running around with Annie. Flashes, gets a great stun through there. Doesn't have to burn Ignite, so you can expect him to come back. However, let me the real winner out of this, because he'll actually get some farm.
Oh my gosh. When's the last time Anar was able to get good farm early game in a lane swap?
Yeah, exactly right. So, you know, they had the counter matchup. Amazing Jay would have been really disliking life if he had to go up against Anar with all of the range Terrace that can come out. So instead, they throw it into a lane swap situation, pick up first blood on Pawn, who's gone back and grabbed another ring. So he's just going to look to bully Lulu early. And I said that it's a good lane for Lulu. If you give first blood to LeBlanc, no lane is good anymore.
That's going to be a brutal matchup for Xiaohu. He is luckily playing pretty defensive on that Lulu. Well, he will be now. The blue buff has not yet been taken away from EDG. That's still on their side of the jungle. Both of the junglers and top laners are setting up for a potential dive. However,
they're going to dive mid lane most likely. You can see that they've got 3 members behind Xiaohu. I would expect Pawn to push
here comes
up
Mako
here.
once again. Is he going to find Xiaohu? The stun lands. Pawn looking for the dive. Chain lands as well. They zone it from the side and pop right on back.
I actually can't believe that Clear Love is walking back into his jungle, because they have right now the ability to be able to just continually run from behind turret, because he has no wards. Like, they know he has no wards. He's got a sweeper and no wards in his inventory. So there is no ability for that Lulu to get vision on the top side of the map. And you saw that repetitively they were just making him pay.
Xiaohu not feeling so hot about this one. That's his second recall, well, I guess first recall after his death. He's level 2 to Pawn's level 3. The wave is even freezing in Pawn's favor. Everything is going EDG's way with this swap.
Yeah, and I said it in the IG matchup, if you cast your mind back. If you can force someone out of lane twice with LeBlanc, it's the same as killing them. So right now, Xiaohu's pretty much died twice because of the level advantage.
Ooh, flash knockup. They find Mako. He's pulled under the turret. Will they trade the support over? They do. MLXG secures the kill.
Yeah, so able to pick that one up. Very nice gank coming through from MLXG, catching EDG off guard. So in the end, they will be able to pick back a little bit of respite, maybe push Deft off some CS up there, get Nar going. But overall, this early game is quite heavily in EDG's favor so far.
RNG do have Whoosh on the bottom side of the map free farming. He is pushing that wave up just a bit, though Amazing J will make it there in time to catch it. He's even got a Trinket Ward to spot out Clear Love, so he's playing safe. Deft might be caught out here, but gets behind his minion wave in time.
Yeah, that's a lot of creeps. Early game, if you gave me like 5 caster creeps or a support, I'd nearly take the caster creeps. They just do ridiculous damage, and you see that they've broken the freeze against Whoosh here, shoved it into the turret. Might even be able to get an early dragon if they want to.
There is some roaming coming out. Pawn, as he looks like he might try to catch someone. MLXG's on that side of the map as well. He sees the Raptor camp.
The Raptor.
Is he going to go for the steal? Smite was used. Oh, no. Oh, he gets it too. MLXG forced it.
That's so much experience. Like, ignore the fact that he stole it, but he just got another huge boost to his experience as well.
Action in the top as Mako is so bloodthirsty this game. He finds Lay. Lay goes down. Let Me manages to get a big stun. He's going to trade 1-for-1 with Mako and now turn on to Deft. But there go those caster creeps doing more damage than the dead support right now. Here's Teleport from Amazing J. Clear Love even getting the Blood Boil to join the battle. It's turning into a full 3v3 fight. LeBlanc running as fast as possible. MLXG in the back finds Deft. He flashes in order to get out. MLXG gonna go down here. Let Me, the snowball finds him. He bounces the wrong way. He's going to continue being chased here. He's at 200 health. The flash as Clear Love chases him, picks up the kill, and walks away alive.
Yeah, Pawn turret dives as well, but now Xiaohu, no mana.
Oh man, Xiaohu's the next target, taking the Dark Passage to safety.
That was really nice by Lei to get all the way back up there after dying, saved the mid laner. And wow, EDG, we talked about how they play the mid and late game so well, with Pawn and Amazing J on the lineup, looking to continue their dominance in the early game.
Amazing J doing such an excellent job roaming up with the rest of his team. That teleport helping so much, while Whoosh does have the wave bouncing against the turret. That first turret is going to go over to EDG as they take that top tier 1.
Yeah, and Amazing J doesn't want to let the wave freeze, so he's going to continue to push that one through, see if he can get it shoved. Needs to be careful because MLXG is up on that side of the map. But this early game, 2,000 gold already the advantage from EDG. We saw what RNG was able to do with an early lead last game. They really did force EDG around the map, but you think they won't have the same luxury this time around.
Oh, no. That's actually one of the things that I enjoy watching about these teams. The hallmark of a good team is being able to close out a game, and the hallmark of a great team is being able to close out a game that you're losing.
Yeah, and you saw that EDG able to do one last game, losing the early and mid game, able to come back and really secure that spot with a victory. And this time ahead, you can see that Pawn, he's playing so aggressively, even without someone in the lane, always walking past his minions, making sure that if anyone wants to get experience, it's going to go through the LeBlanc.
It is dead even in CS, however. Pawn does have that experience advantage, so he's got his Mimic right away. However, Xiaohu is keeping pace, and with this awful big wave coming, he should be able to get some more experience right back in. Clear Love continuing to, oh, he actually opts for the recall and manages to get his Cinder Hulk finished 8 minutes into the game. So he
went Cinder Hulk before he went to the sidestone this time around, and just trusting the fact that Mako's already got his nice and early in the game from a couple of assists. So going to be able to get the bottom side of the map warded up nicely. So Clear Love, he's so tanky. You cannot understate how tanky Nunu gets in the early game just through grabbing a little bit of additional health and all the buffs you get from eating stuff. So see whether he can continue to dominate around the map. He's already 1-0-1.
Something that we talked about a little bit earlier was the jungle pathing of Clear Love and whether or not he would be able to make good use of that. Well, so far, EDG are up 2 kills, 4-2 in this 9-minute game, and that jungle pathing has been so effective. You can see he's looking to go for a potential roam onto Let Me, but he just goes for a ward instead. Whoa. As Pawn continues to find harass in the mid, and it is unanswered.
Yeah, so the thing about Clear Love is he's up in kills so far. He also was able to get in the top lane, affect that turret dive, flash and pick himself up a kill with the snowball. So it's definitely been able to do some good work in the early game. However, because we had a 1v0 lane, wasn't till much later that we saw him affect a dive. Generally, it is around 2 or 3 that he likes to go for that, but just circumstances weren't on his side. We'll give over blue buff now.
This is Pawn looking for his blue buff. Xiaohu has already secured his own in order to keep the wave clear. And currently, RNG have got the 4 members of their team on the bottom side of the map, so Dragon could be a possibility. In fact, I think our MLXG might be trying to solo it.
Yeah, you saw that he went over the back wall as well.
Let me so close to Meganar. He needs it. Oh, but he isn't going to get it in time. Amazing J with the solo kill.
Yeah, that is not good news coming through for Let Me, because as soon as that can happen, it means that the counter matchup that you pick is in shambles. As Pawn, he tries to go in for some harass.
Oh man, the hook misses for Lei. Mako still heal is burned from Deft to get through the ignite, and everyone's still alive. But the moment they see MLXG on the top side of the map, EDG collapse onto the Dragon.
Yeah, but everything was used out of the RNG bottom lane. 2 flashes, an ignite, a heal. They really lost that trade because Whoosh was one that took all the attention, whereas Mako took the attention on the other side of the map. He had more consumables. So in the end, EDG pick up the Dragon, and Deft, even though he's 10 CS behind, sitting very nicely at 2-0-1.
With the BF sword finished, it's Deft with a very strong advantage. Pawn getting more harass onto Xiao Hu. The chain actually landing before Xiao Hu can get the silence. So some great harass coming out from him. Let's see what he's going to go for on the recall. No, he cancels it as he does see MLXG over there. And Deft continues to freeze. The big thing for me is keeping an eye on Whoosh. He is the late game hyper carry. This is a protect the Whoosh composition. Can RNG last that long?
Yeah, so what you have to look at when you compare that is what Whoosh is up against. So right now he's up against a 1-0-0 LeBlanc in the mid lane, who's doing quite nicely in farm, about equal with Whoosh. And then you have the Hecarim, who even though he was lane swapped on, is about 50 CS and has already picked up that challenging smite. So Whoosh has got the job of being pretty much the guy that has to dodge all the damage. He's going to have a wild growth to help him out, but Amazing J is going to fly into the back line, try and take him out with some home guard boots. You would expect the next pickup.
MLXG with the flash finds Clear Love, but he is so tanky.
That was an interesting life choice to try and flash onto a Nunu.
Ooh, Lei lands the hook onto Mako, but sees he's got the stun charged up and decides against it.
Yeah, so doesn't want to go into that one. And this is... Whoa. That's the longest snowball of all time. It's going.
It's a unique snowflake.
There's another gank went into the bottom lane. Ultimate was burnt by Deft this time around. They're going to look for a dive down here as well. 4 members collapsing.
Yeah, this is EDG on the offensive once again. They're up 3 kills, looking to increase that number. Here's the teleport. The Flay comes in. Mako with a 3-man stun. Whoosh is destroyed. Lei gets followed up. Onslaught of Shadows as it's a clean dive. Nobody from EDG has fallen just yet. That's 4 kills for EDG.
Yeah, and Let Me, he chose to teleport in, had a little bit of a wave building in the lane, but instead a 3-man Mako ultimate came through, cleaning up that bottom lane. 5-0-2 now for Deft. And Pawn, he's going to be able to get to mid lane in time to cut the wave off.
Oh no, Xiao Hu going toe-to-toe with Pawn as he's going for the full combo. Mimic Chain comes out. Here comes Rek'Sai to join the battle. The Flash comes out, and Pawn still gets the kill onto
and look
Xiao
how
Hu.
confident he is. He's turning around and trying to serve it up to MLXG now. They grab the bottom lane turret as well, so 2 turrets fall down in that lane. Def goes back. Infinity Edge as well as Zeal now finished up. And this is the thing about Vayne. Vayne is great if you get to Blade of the Ruined King equal, but it's not an equal fight. Infinity Edge Zeal, he cannot fight Deft at the moment.
Oh no, Deft is an absolute monster. 5-0-2, half of his team's kills, the other half is on Pawn. Well, third, I suppose. This is a very scary team, and now MLXG looking like he might be soloed by Amazing J. He went Sheen second after the Cinderhulk for so much damage. Clear Love even going for the snowball. MLXG goes down.
Yeah, Amazing J picks another kill up for himself. He's going to get further ahead off that. All of a sudden, wave clear not going to be much use for Xiao Hu as he's now looking to be dove by the Annie Nunu combo. You see them hiding over the wall. They're going for it.
Xiao Hu's in a tough situation, takes the Dark Passage.
But another turret will fall. Like, yeah, he gets away. He doesn't die. Fantastic work there to avoid the gank because it could have been much worse. But EDG are still going to push through and crush down the structures, grab themselves a blue buff, which Pawn's permanently had, by the way. Bamey looking on enviously from row 3.
Yeah.
But EDG just looked like a completely different lineup in this early game.
Yeah, if the last game was a calm, patient game of chess waiting for the late game tactical maneuvers and mechanic battle, this is a significantly more intense game. This is like NASCAR. This is so fast. EDG are bringing the heat, and this time it's RNG who aren't responding.
What's a NASCAR?
NASCAR? It's oh my gosh, that's an American thing that you don't know. NASCAR is a sport where you drive cars really, really fast, faster than other people.
Oh, like V8.
It's a racing, like V8, exactly.
Welcome to Australia.
Yep. Welcome to America. NASCAR. Okay, something fast, something furious.
What?
I'm trying to come up with a better analogy.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Let's leave it there. For trying to creep in, he has been spotted out by a really nice Ward. Mako also joining him, although MLXG...
Oh, no. Oh, Mako doesn't get the stun over the wall.
Yeah, I think he got his Moby Boots popped there. He's already got the Distortion enchant, just to make sure Flash Tibbers is up even more often. And, you know, the whole of the lineup here with a split-pushing Hecarim on the bottom lane, now going second item Trinity Force, as you pointed out. The game is just accelerated to the point where RNG don't really have many good choices left in how to fight. And oh my goodness, Xiaohu, run!
Oh no, don't do it, Xiaohu! The Glitter Lance missed. Oh, he doesn't fall for it. Goodness gracious, that bush must be so terrifying.
Every bush is terrifying right now. Look at the lack of vision they have on the bottom side of the map. Dragon up in 20 seconds. There is no way RNG approach this without dying.
Look at their vision on the map right now. They're consolidated to a single quarter of the map. Not half, as an equal team would be, but just that tiny little bit. And even Let Me on the top side of the map is afraid to push past his own blue buff. He does have teleport, however. Something's telling me that RNG won't want to fight for this.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Last time Let Me used his teleport, he died. So
yeah. And it's right on cooldown.
He regrets that decision.
Oh no, but Amazing J might have something to say for that. He doesn't have teleport, but if he can kill Let Me, it won't matter as he goes toe-to-toe.
Not to mention the fact that Let Me's not going to fight down there,
oh
so he's just going to die.
Gosh, yeah, Amazing J with another solo kill. Dragon number 2 is secured. EDG are running away with this game.
And Amazing J is just a completely changed top laner on this EDG lineup. All of a sudden, because there's pressure everywhere, he's just able to solo out, get as much farm as he wants, play that aggressive playstyle that he wasn't able to play in the first split. And yeah, it's just really impressive to watch.
EDG playing in a style very reminiscent of their performance at MSI by going hyper-aggressive, turning up the heat and fighting over every little detail, punishing every single creep. Xiaohu, he's only down 11 CS, but man, he's probably way down in gold.
Yeah, so this game is just, yeah, there you see it,
gosh.
1700.
It's 17 minutes into the game. He's been down 100 gold per minute.
That's a lot.
Yeah, yes, it is. That's a
and it's not just him. You see Deft, he's on 2 items compared to just 1 and Boots 2 coming through for Woosh. And the whole of the EDG lineup just enjoying the fruits of their labor right now. They've knocked down 4 structures to 1. Amazing J might look for the 2v1 down here.
He got a little antsy. Woosh ends up spotting him out.
He hasn't got his ultimate available. That's what he's waiting for.
So instead, he's going to let Woosh push this out. There is no turret on that side of the map, however. EDG respond by sending a shove to the top tier 2.
Yeah, and the AD carry is higher level right now than the solo lane. You see all the wave clear coming through from that static shift. Sivir doing some work in that lane, going to be able to get another turret.
Ooh, Pawn actually did miss that one, so he is in fact human and not a scripting robot, but he didn't miss that one. Xiaohu looks like he's in a bit of a bad spot here. Pawn with another kill.
Yeah, so Pawn able to pick up one more there, committing to this push. The base race coming through from RNG.
It's a confident play. They're getting some good damage across. MLXG is going to zone the wave out of there, but what's the trade-off? A tier 2 turret for
No, they're going to keep going. Just push it the whole way.
Deft getting some great damage across onto the inhibitor.
Through.
Yeah, it is actually, yeah, there they go. This inhibitor turret is going to go down now.
And so in the end, they do exactly what you said. They trade a tier 2 and maybe a
Woosh
kill.
trying to go toe-to-toe with Amazing. It's the ultimate. There's a lot of damage. Pawn has joined the battle, and yeah, he goes down. MLXG suddenly realizes, wait, without my carry, I'm dead. and he goes down.
So Pawn picks up a double kill.
MLXG getting caught out there. Getting some good damage across. He ends up going down. Mako picking up that kill. And oh man, the play is huge. Deft getting some more damage across in there. Oh, just barely one lot dies. That was an ace.
Yep. Ace coming through at 1934. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, this is EDG at their best. They are looking so exceptionally strong. They're up 6 turrets to 2, up a solid 15 kills.
All of a sudden, the rest of the map is trying to report their bottom lane for feeding. Only Mako and Deft have gone down, and Pawn, he will chip away at the mid lane turret and pick it up. So all of a sudden, 7 turrets to 2. Amazing J rocking out. He'll pick himself. Oh,
flash play. Oh, but Pawn still sees it. He's not going to be caught window shopping. There's the surrender vote. RNG lose game number 2 to EDG, and they take the series 2-0.
Yeah, so EDG in the end able to get a very good game 2 underway. Very big respect to RNG in game 1. Game 2 really didn't do them justice of how well they did play tonight, but they do fall down. They will move on to, I guess, 1, 3, and 2 if you look at how many 2-0s they've won, lost, and one drawn and lost, sorry. But you see the players shaking hands here, and Pawn in the mid lane, Amazing J in the top lane. That's just a really aggressive version of EDG.
Yeah, I mean, EDG played that so excellently, bringing in Pawn and Amazing J. You can see them all looking very happy. Pawn still looks a little confused, like, wait,
Def shoes, look at him.
They're styling.
Yeah, the red.